Hello everyone, today I'll be going over an indie called Superflight. It doesn't get much more independent than Grizzly Games. With a tiny team made up of just 3 students, the team is small but so is the price. It comes in at just £2.9 on Steam. I can count the amount of games I've played with great flying mechanics on one hand. When I see flight in games, I can't help but think back to the pixelated days of Superman 64 and give a little shudder. Ugh. So it was a pleasant surprise when I discovered Superflight, a game featuring a little wooden person flying through maps of multicolored floating rock formations to achieve the highest score possible. Since it's an indie game, it's not graphically demanding, so even potato PCs should be able to run it. With the minimalistic style of the game, I didn't encounter any performance issues, bugs, or crashes during my time with it. The game is best experienced on a controller, as it's more intuitive controlling with the analog stick. The controls are incredibly simple. All you need is a left analog stick and one face button, and you're ready to fly. To Superfly. Flying inside feels weighty. It does a great job of building up a sense of speed by shaking the screen and blurring the sides of it when passing by one of the many floating rock formations. There is no HUD to speak of, with only the score, multiplayers, and words of awesome and so close appearing on the screen after a particularly daring section. I'd also recommend wearing a set of headphones for this game. There's no music to speak of, rather it focuses on immersing you in the joy of flight, with the wind effects reminiscent of a stormy night listened to from indoors, ramping up the intensity as you fly ever closer to the rock formations. The only other sound is the satisfying clicking sound of the score increases, with a cha-ching as it saves. The designers clearly knew what they were doing, and the people were going to be starting over a lot. So the restart time is instant, just one button press after crashing and you are immediately brought back to where you started. This takes a lot of the frustration out of crashing. It also promotes exploration and experimentation. You start to challenge yourself by looking for small gaps to fly through, especially close to the restart point. Give me a couple of goes and I'll get through it. The feeling of finally soaring through a small gap after 20 failed tries is unmatched in other flying games I've played. Once you've gotten used to the game, you'll find yourself skirting rock walls and making even more perilous flights to keep your combo going. Anyone overhearing me must have been puzzled at my animated oohs, whoas, and yeses as I flew through tight spaces and brushed the sides of rock formations. The game really does get a reaction out of you. I found myself leaning backwards in my chair as I pulled back to stop my guy from hitting the floor, as if the extra body motion would affect him. Whenever you fancy a change of scenery, all you need to do is look for the blocky purple portals to fly through if you're trying to keep a score up. Alternatively, you could just fly to the bottom and reset in a different map. If you find a map you enjoy, there's the option to save it and come back to it later. With every map being a randomized, diverse set of colours and formations, it's a constant point of interest of what's waiting for you on the other side of the portal. If you're a competitive person, your high score and best combo are recorded and displayed on the pause menu, along with your worldwide rank. If you aren't, this is an easy game to play just for the fun of it. That being said, this isn't likely to be something you play for hours on end. It's more something you play for a fun half an hour here and there. I usually measure whether I've gotten my money's worth out of a game by how much I enjoyed it, how much it costed, and how long I played it for. Taking all these into account, Superflight easily earns a recommendation from me. And that's it, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like what I'm doing here and want to see more. I'll see you next time.